Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we are back for some more in the Ni No Kuni and the Wrath of the White Witch Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we finally made it over here to the area known as the Ivory Towers. And now, for what is going to happen here is that we are going to have to go and face off with the second last boss known as Gallus. And he is the person that we met up around within this game at least 2 times out here so far. One in the Tombstone Trail when we were actually picking up with the actual Moorstar one, and then the other one, of course, is going to be with having him getting shown up over at where the Iron Wyvern was going to be happening to see young P actually go and transform from her spirit form into more of her human body form that was happening on the other world that was happening here. But now we got the third interaction, which that is going on right now in this episode, and this is where the boss battle of Gallus is going to be showing up. And we are going to be learning a little bit of some strange information that's going to happen afterwards once this battle is done, but we'll worry about that, and I'll kind of go into a little bit more detail when that happens right on after this. But right now we got the boss battle with Gallus, so we'll go into the details about how this is going to work. Now, this boss can be somewhat very tricky if you don't know how to go and actually work around within this boss, but how this boss battle is going to play out is that this Gallus guy here does have 3 different ability typing transformations that he has, and what will go on is that he'll have a red, a blue, or a green type of way. And I believe green, I think, is more so of like electric typing, or maybe like wind, some sort of typing that is going on. But any type of time that he goes and changes his armor around, the actual familiars that we do have, that if they do have those certain typing of moves, are going to be basically not doing a whole lot. And it's kind of like something out of Pokemon, you know. It's like if you use a water typing move on a water type Pokemon, you know, it's not going to do a whole heck of a lot of damage. Well, that's basically what Gallus's I want to say whole entire gimmick is going to be all about here. Now, he does have some wild moves known as the Bolt of Judgment, kind of like what happened before in the Shadar battle, you know, where he kind of like brought up with different other type of AoE effects that are showing up around here. So just make sure that you just do a whole heck of a lot of dodging or anything else that is going on within our time of this battle. He also does have some sort of like Terra move as well too, where I believe he'll actually kind of unearth some type of things that are going to show up out of the ground. So just be careful for when that happens. You can probably go and switch between you and your familiar, and you can kind of dodge out the attacks that way. Yes, and of course, just like how Shadar kind of worked around within the previous battle beforehand, Gallus also works around within the same exact way of how he likes to go and just teleport around and just become absolutely annoying. So, just like that, he did go and turn into his red formation here. So, any type of fire moves that you're going to go and have to do is going to do basically nothing to this guy. But anyways, the good thing is that our physical attacks will actually go and do at least some bit of damage. So, any type of unleashing spell or any type of like the Even Star move or anything of that type of nature, they will actually work somewhat relatively good throughout our time, well, throughout here too. Now, with Gallus, he does have another type of ice type move. His actual ice type move is going to be known as Absolute Zero, which we should be seeing around over here before I go and do some extra editing around over here, so that you guys don't have to see me have to go through this whole entire battle with Gallus that is showing up. Because I want to say that just with us having to do some physical attacks is going to be taking a little bit of some time, because trying to go and use all of our MP for like the different type of like with our familiar spells, it's going to be eating up way too much type of things there. So we'll have to do a whole bunch of regular physical attacks just so that we don't have to go and waste up on too much of our items, because we don't want to be pulling out a situation like what we did before when we were heading into the final phase with Shadar, because I don't want that to be happening when we go into the final phase with the White Witch, right? Because she does have 3 different phases like how Shadar is going to work. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen like how, I want to say like during the time of like how King Tom works, but there's going to probably be at least some sort of cutscenes that are going to show up here and there. But here comes out another Even Star move that should at least be able to do quite a significant amount of damage right there. So we're all good for that. And we're going to go for all-out defense. That's something that you want to go and do most of the times, because if you actually go, well, if he actually does go for the Absolute Zero move, just make sure that you make everybody have the all-out defense so that we don't have to get ourselves completely nailed by that annoying move that shows up. Which, that's also something that I should have went and probably realized to go out and do throughout the other previous boss battles, was go and use the all-out defense move, because then we can actually protect ourselves from not getting hit by all the different like attacks that show up from some of these bosses. So yeah, so we kind of dodged out around within there, even though that we got hit for quite a bit, but it's all good. Gallus is down and out, so I'm pretty happy about with that. But there is still one other thing that we do have to go and do, because I'm pretty certain, I think by this point, like if we go and start continuing onwards from here, I don't think there's going to be a way for us to ever go out of our way to escape. So I don't think the vacate spell will actually go and work, I think, throughout the other half of this area. So any type of item grabbing that you want to go and do, or any other type of little hidden, like, little side quests, such as like the Horus, I want to say puzzle that we could go and do, you want to make sure to go ahead and do that before you go and reach off into the final part of the White Witch that's going to be showing up. And we are going to have to do that. Now, Horus will actually be located in the Aria Memory. He is going to be in his more so adult form of himself, and we'll be able to get the Astra spell, which I want to say that that's going to be one of the best type of spells that we can actually go and pick up within this game. So that should be able to hopefully at least do a lot of damage, and we could be able to knock out that White Witch as faster than ever, if we can, that is. Now, if I do go and lose within the White Witch spell, well, you guys already kind of know about what happens. If I do go and fail out on the final boss, I will have to just go and move into another series and just jump into that and try to hopefully at least try to accomplish out with that game there. But yeah, so right now with Gallus, he is going to be talking about his type of origin and his past, about what was going on and why he was here. But it seems like from what we have been gathering is that Gallus is actually, I want to say, the father that is happening with young P here, and that's pretty interesting. And I guess since he is in his spiritual form, he's actually a part of that wand. So now, since we do have that there with our Mornstar wand, I don't know if Gallus is going to be someone to just be like able to just show up out of the blue or something, like since we do have this Mornstar wand now fully here now with having Gallus there. But pretty interesting on that. But it seems like Gallus is all set and finished for now, and for what we're going to do is just do one little quick save, make sure that we get ourselves all saved up so that we don't ever have to go and really worry about that Gallus battle ever again, and we can keep ourselves laser focused on the White Witch battle that's going to be going for what, well, maybe for the potential next episode or not. I don't know if we got a little bit more maze type of labyrinths that we have to go through within the area, but we'll see. But yeah, so since we do have the vacate spell, we can go and head right back over to where Tengri is going to be, and we can now go and fly around the different areas if we ever do need to. So that's pretty handy there. Alright, so off we go and head back to Aria Memory, and here is Horus. Yeah, it may probably seem a little bit weird, but yeah, he's not really young anymore as it is. But just like how from before is that even though that he's still in his spiritual form as this more adult version of himself, we still have to go and use the spirit medium spell to at least go and hear what he actually has to go and say. Now, for this password here, just like how the other Horus riddles are all about, is that you want to make sure that you go and put down something known as the wizard robes. And once you go and do that, he'll go and basically discuss a little bit other things like with you, and then he'll give you the Astra spell that is happening here. Now, apparently, it also seems that, like with Horus, throughout, for what he's going to also be talking about, is that he actually does know about who Queen Cassiopeia is. So, I guess he was probably apart from whatever the kingdom that Queen Cassiopeia was there for. And I guess that must have happened with the ash that was going on, right? Because I know they did say that he did pass away during, like, the ash or the mana that was showing up around there. But you want to make sure that you actually spell it out like this. I think also lowercase could also work as well too, but you want to make sure that you also do have a one of those type of apostrophes there so that you can actually have the S there. Because if you don't have that, then it's not going to really work. And there we go. And I think just like that, that should at least now be able to give us the correcting information. So perfect. And I think as well, not only does he give us a spell, but he will also give us an errand, I think, as well, with some sort of bounty, I think. I could be wrong, but I know that he does give us, like, the final weaponry that we do need for all of our characters. So like if we wanted to like boost up on Oliver's wand with the Mornstar, we could go and do that with the type of era that we will be able to go and pick up from him. So we'll have to see. But I think as well too, we are getting closer to the end of the episode. And I think I'm going to have to go and do my outro out here. But anyways, I think that's what I'm going to go and do right now is that thank you guys so much for watching this episode 4 hour time of Ni No Kuni. We will be going and jumping on into with some more of the Persona 4 series as well. We're going to be doing a little bit of some free roaming and do some other talking with some other different other people around within the school or something to at least try to build up with our social links. And I'll be seeing you guys then. And of course, well, actually, hold on. There's the Astra spell. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. And of course, peace.